Hi there. I recently heard a story about a lady who was planning her retirement without much money. And the story resonated with me. I mean, obviously, everybody's circumstances are different, but some of the elements of her story resonated with me because I have a relative that's in a similar situation. This lady, 60 years old, she'd recently split from her partner, her long-standing partner. She had 6 years to go, 7 years to go to retirement because her retirement age had moved up to 67. And she was in rented accommodation with no opportunity or time to be able to purchase a house, and so she was worried about the her personal circumstances and where she might be able to look for additional income, because she felt that with her small work pension and a state pension, she was going to struggle, not least just to pay the rent, which she expected to increase annually over the years, and whether or not her current income streams would be sufficient for her to be able to maintain a satisfactory lifestyle. So I suppose my feelings, my thoughts on that type of circumstance, and it's becoming more and more common, are she still has 7 years left to be able to put some kind of plan in place. She's still working, and I suppose it's always difficult, but the important thing is to save some money. I think that she had decided to increase the amount of money that she was paying into her workplace pension, which I would always recommend. For a start, it has currently, although this may change, there are tax advantages to using any salary sacrifice schemes that companies might have. Very often, if you're working for a decent company, they'll match the payments that you make. So if you can increase your contributions above the 4% that is currently the minimum that you have to pay into a workplace pension, if you can get your company to match that, it certainly does make a big boost. And over the course of 7 years, it can make a significant difference to what you might be able to take home when you finally do draw that pension. So apart from the tax benefits, obviously your employer will be contributing as well. So in effect, that could double the amount that you're saving into that pot each month and each year. So it's certainly something that's worth considering. The other thing is, with a bit of time left to go in order to be able to plan what's happening, is become informed about the any government benefits that might be available to you, and there are a range of different benefits. I'm not au fait with them all, but things like pension credits, PIP if you've got any illnesses or things like that. So certainly do your research in terms of what additional benefits might be available to you. For me, I think that adversity challenges resilience, and I think that most people are capable of seeing themselves through difficult times. I think one of the issues that this lady identifies is that your happy, contented, stable life can change in an instant with a dramatic event like a breakup. And I also read in the newspapers recently about an increasing number of people splitting up or getting divorced into their late 50s and early 60s. In terms of planning, and I know that marriage breakups and partnership breakups are, they are what they are. There's, almost definitely good reasons for calling it a day. However, in terms of planning for retirement, it can be absolutely catastrophic and devastating in terms of all of your ideas and plans that you'd previously had are all of a sudden completely thrown away. And you've got to start again in terms of your planning and what comes next. And if you break up later on in life, then all of those sort of shared objectives, shared planning, go for a ball of chalk. So you've then got to pick up the pieces and see what you've got left, and seriously start planning what you're going to do next. I think another thing that's important to bear in mind is to look at these stories as cautionary tales. And again, in some ways, it pays to be selfish and to think of the potential for something like this to happen to you. It might not have been the cause of a breakup. It might be that you're single and are renting and still struggling to pay the bills and wondering where you're going to get some spare cash to be able to save or invest in your future needs. The thing I would say is don't bury your head in the sand. Do your research on what benefits might be available. Try as much as you can to save a little. Anything is better than nothing. You'll hear me say this a lot. So and I don't apologise for saying that. Hello, Woof. Hello. That's all right. So, yeah, keep your head up. Nothing's ever terminal. Keep informed about what's available to you. There may be families and friends who can provide some form of support. And like I said, there's quite a bit of government support out there. Charities like Citizens Advice can also help with any planning. And particularly, I think from friends and family, advice and guidance is certainly often out there. And it's just a matter of asking and seeing what comes of it. But certainly don't bury your head in the sand. Certainly don't give up. I think having a positive mindset is massively important, and try to plan as much as you can. The fact that this lady is thinking about the problems that she's facing, and she has 7 years to be able to find a resolution. So for me, that's a significant amount of time to reorder her world, and be able to come up with some solutions that are appropriate to her particular circumstances. So I'm going to leave it there for today. So thank you for joining me. If you like my content and would like me to continue to develop videos, then please like and subscribe. It really does help. And I'll see you in the next video. So stay safe, stay healthy, stay informed, and thank you.